Is love enough? To be honest, I'm not sure that it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I believe in love so much. Um, Love is my thing. I think love is the most important thing. It's the one and only thing. But when we're talking about relationships, you see, relationships are hard. Relationships have to go through many difficult challenges. And it's how we can navigate, how we can steer the ship through the choppy waters. That's what makes a difference. Wonderful relationships should be where we are building each other up. How powerful and incredible it is when you get two people who genuinely want the best for each other. And there, that love is so strong and unbreakable. But that's not always how relationships go. I talk a lot in my videos about being whole, and I'm just going to reference Carl Jung here. So Carl Jung talks about facing our shadow sides. And our shadow side are all those things that actually can cause problems in relationships, such as insecurities, jealousy, all manner of these sort of negative emotions. And when we are able to face our shadow side and work through those particular aspects of ourselves that need work on, and then enter a relationship as a whole, yeah, it doesn't mean you're not wounded. You might have scars, but you've faced all the dark sides of yourself. Then it's incredible because you're not projecting any of those insecurities, lack of self-worth, jealousy. You're not projecting any of that onto your partner because you've worked through those things. You see, very often in relationships, you will have someone who is perhaps emotionally stronger than the other. And that's okay. Relationships are about balance. One person brings one thing to the relationship that the other person doesn't have, and that can work out beautifully. But if you think about it in terms of we each have a cup of love, and actually if one person comes to the relationship and their cup is pretty depleted, then during the course of that relationship, the other person's cup of love, they're going to have to keep pouring all their love into the other person's cup to keep it topped up. And then they end up depleted. And that is not what a relationship should be. A relationship should not be where another person is constantly giving out emotionally or in every way to the point where they're just exhausted. And then they don't even know who they are. And very often for people who reach that point in relationships, they're so exhausted, so depleted, that the thought of finding their way out is too overwhelming. So when people say to you, you must love yourself first before entering a relationship, those words are really, really true. If we can learn to love and accept ourselves, only then, once we can learn to love ourselves, can we truly love another person. Yeah, and love another person freely, where we can just give our love. Yes, it's very, 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 very difficult. And I think there are lots of times where life really pulls people in different directions, and actually the challenges that come along in people's lives feel too much to bear. But if we can just remember that we are important, we shouldn't be getting lost in a relationship. We shouldn't just be giving and not receiving. That's not how things work. No one is perfect. And that's the wonderful, beautiful thing about human beings, is we're all different and we all have different things that we like or things that we don't like. Whereas you might have one person who can't bear grumpy people or someone who's quite fiery. Another person will quite like a grumpy person and someone who's quite fiery. So it's not about being a perfect person, because none of us are perfect, but it's about retaining a sense of self when we are with someone else. Okay, it's just a short one today, so I'm going to leave it there. But thank you for watching, and do like, comment and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye.